How to think positively even when life feels hard. An honest conversation for people who are tired of pretending. If you're trying to stay positive, but life keeps testing you again and again. If you're tired of advice that doesn't work, and motivation that fades the next day, this video is not here to fix you. It's here to sit with you. Because sometimes what heals most is knowing you're not alone. Before we go any further, I want you to know this. You don't need to agree with everything I say. You don't need to feel inspired. You don't need to change your life today. You're allowed to just listen. You're allowed to feel exactly how you feel. Life is heavy sometimes, and pretending it isn't only makes it heavier. So let's talk honestly, slowly, like two humans having a real conversation. There's a tiredness that sleep doesn't fix. It's the tiredness of trying for years, carrying responsibility, being strong for too long, hoping quietly. You wake up already exhausted, not in your body, but in your mind. And when people say, just be grateful others have it worse, stay positive, you don't feel helped. You feel misunderstood. So let me say something clearly. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not ungrateful for feeling overwhelmed. You are human. And humans were not meant to carry everything alone. When life feels hard, your brain changes. It becomes alert, protective, defensive. It scans for danger. It remembers past pain. It prepares for disappointment. This is not negativity. This is survival. Your brain is trying to protect you from being hurt again. Understanding this is important because it removes shame. You're not bad at positivity. You're responding to stress. And stressed minds don't need pressure. They need gentleness. We've been taught that positivity means smiling, being optimistic, looking on the bright side. But that's not real positivity. That's performance. Real positivity doesn't say, everything is fine. Real positivity says, this hurts and I'm still here. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's steady. It's choosing not to abandon yourself when things get hard. Many people think, if I'm struggling, I must be doing something wrong. But pain is not proof of failure. It's proof of engagement. You cared. You tried. You hoped. People who feel nothing don't hurt like this. Your pain doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're alive. Let's talk about something heavy. That feeling that you're behind in life. Behind your friends. Behind your age. Behind where you should be. That pressure can crush hope. But here's the truth. There is no universal timeline. There is no correct pace. Some people bloom early. Some bloom slowly. Some bloom many times. You are not late. You are on your path. Comparison steals joy quietly. You scroll. You watch others succeed. You wonder why life feels harder for you. But you are comparing. You're behind the scenes too. Their highlight reel. You don't see their fear, their doubt, their sleepless nights. Your worth is not measured by speed or visibility. When life feels overwhelming, it's often because you're thinking too far ahead. Your mind jumps to years from now, worst-case scenarios, everything that could go wrong. That's too much. Positive thinking in hard times means shrinking your world. Not, how do I fix my life? But, what do I need in this moment? Water, rest, silence, one kind thought. Small care changes everything. Many people wait to feel confident before acting. But confidence is not a requirement. It's a result. You don't need belief. You need willingness. I'm scared, but I'll try. I don't feel ready, but I'll show up. That's courage. This is important. Just because your mind says, I'm a failure, I'll never be happy, this will never change, doesn't make it true. Thoughts are reactions, not reality. Try saying, I'm having this thought. That creates space. And space creates choice. The way you speak to yourself shapes your world. If your inner voice is cruel, your mind never feels safe. But safety is where growth begins. Try this. Speak to yourself like someone you love. Not perfect, just kind. On the worst days, positivity might look like getting out of bed, eating something, choosing not to quit. That's enough. You don't need to feel hopeful. You need to stay. Staying is strength. Crying is release. It's emotional hygiene. Holding everything in is what exhausts you. Let yourself feel. You're not weak for it. You're healing. Some of the strongest people feel the loneliest. They don't ask for help. They don't complain. They keep going. If that's you, you don't need to explain your pain for it to be real. You matter too. Feeling lost doesn't mean you're failing. It means the old version of you no longer fits. And the new one hasn't fully formed yet. That in-between space is uncomfortable, but necessary. Some growth is invisible. Patience, depth, self-awareness, strength. You may not see progress, but something inside you is shifting. This season is shaping you. Positivity is choosing not to abandon yourself. Even when you're confused, even when you're tired, even when you doubt everything, you stay. That's real positivity. Take a slow breath. Notice where you are. You made it this far. That matters. You don't need clarity. You need movement. One step changes direction. One choice creates momentum. Clarity comes later. Hope doesn't shout. Hope whispers, try again tomorrow. And tomorrow is enough. If life feels hard right now, hear this. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not done. This is not the end of your story. It's a chapter. And chapters change. Let's slow this down even more. Because when life feels hard, speed is not what heals you. Presence does. So if you're listening to this while walking, or lying in bed, or sitting alone somewhere quiet, let this be background comfort. You don't need to focus on every word. Just let the message reach you. Let's talk about why life feels so heavy lately. A lot of people feel tired right now, but they can't explain why. They say, I don't even do that much. Why am I exhausted? But the exhaustion isn't physical. It's mental. It's the weight of uncertainty, pressure to succeed, pressure to be happy, pressure to look okay even when you're not. Your mind is constantly working, planning, worrying, replaying, imagining. And the brain gets tired too. So if you feel drained, it doesn't mean you're lazy. It means you've been mentally carrying too much. The problem with always staying strong. Some of you listening are the strong one. The one people depend on. The one who doesn't complain. The one who keeps going. But being strong for too long, without rest, creates quiet pain. And that pain doesn't disappear. It shows up as exhaustion, numbness, overthinking, feeling disconnected from life. Positivity doesn't mean forcing strength. Sometimes positivity means saying, I can't do this alone anymore. Why hard times make you question yourself? Hard times have a way of attacking your identity. You don't just think, this situation is hard. You think, what's wrong with me? Why can't I handle life better? Why am I not like others? But struggle does not mean weakness. It means you are facing something real. And real things change people. Positive thinking is not ignoring reality. Some people think positivity means lying to yourself. Saying, I'm fine when you're not. I'm happy when you're empty. I'm okay when you're breaking. That creates inner conflict. Real positivity says, this is hard, and I accept that. Acceptance is not giving up. Acceptance is grounding yourself in truth. And truth is where peace begins. When you feel lost, this is what's actually happening. Feeling lost is often misunderstood. People think it means, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But feeling lost usually means, the old version of me doesn't work anymore. You are outgrowing something. A mindset. A dream. A role. A version of yourself. And growth always feels disorienting. You're not lost. You're transitioning. Why you don't feel motivated anymore. Motivation disappears when meaning is unclear. When you don't know why you're pushing, your energy drops. So instead of asking, how do I get motivated? Ask, what actually matters to me now? Not what mattered before. Not what others expect. What matters now? Positivity grows when life feels meaningful again. The danger of silent self-criticism. Pay attention to the voice in your head. Not the loud one. The quiet one. The one that says, you should be further. You should be better. You should have figured this out. That voice sounds logical, but it's exhausting. You don't need more discipline. You need more compassion. Growth happens faster in safety than in fear. Positive thinking is a daily practice, not a mood. Some days you will feel hopeful. Some days you won't. That's normal. Positivity is not a feeling you wait for. It's a choice you practice. A choice to speak kindly to yourself. Rest without guilt. Keep going gently. Even imperfect positivity counts. A gentle exercise, pause here. If you can, do this with me. Take a slow breath in and let it out slowly. Now ask yourself silently, what am I carrying that I don't need to carry right now? You don't need to answer. Just notice. Sometimes awareness is enough. You don't need to fix your whole life. One of the biggest reasons people feel overwhelmed is because they think everything needs to change at once. It doesn't. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a 5-year vision. You need the next small step. And sometimes that step is rest. Why rest is not laziness. Rest is recovery. Rest is preparation. Rest is wisdom. A tired mind cannot think positively. It can only survive. So if you're exhausted, the most positive thing you can do is slow down. Hope doesn't mean certainty. Hope does not say, I know everything will be okay. Hope says, I don't know what will happen, but I'm willing to find out you.